All right, everybody. Welcome to our Zoom. This is a Zoom specifically for adventurers, trailblazers, and pathfinders. It's pretty much for first-year staff, but if you first-year campers, if you have joined us before and have done a camp experience with us, you're certainly welcome, and we'll give you a little bit more information about the trip that you will be doing this year. But we don't want to take too much of your time today. We just want to kind of chat and make sure we've answered as many questions as we can in preparation for your experience at camp. If you do have any questions along the way, please feel free to pop them in the chat and we'll monitor that as we go and we'll answer them as well. So again, this won't take very long. We just want to do some quick staff introductions, go through the little check-in day, the first day that you arrive. A few trip details, a few packing suggestions, some bonus information thrown in here and there, and then, of course, some information, opportunity to answer questions. So first, I'd like to introduce myself, and then we have some division leaders who will introduce themselves. But just if you don't know me, my name's Amanda Macaluso. I am the camp director. I'm super excited that this will be my 31st year at Hayo-Went-Ha camps. And I work year round to do all I need to do to pull together a fun and exciting and safe summer for you all. So that's my year-round job. And also on the call, we have the division leaders for both first session and second session. So if you guys want to jump on and give us your little introduction in your camp history.
Hi guys, I'm Megbo. I'm going to be the first session Happy Hollow DL. I've been at camp for 13 years. I've done every trip in our division at least once, if not 4 times for Pathfinders. Shout out.
Nice.
I'm Cameron. I've been at camp for 9 years, and I was in Happy Hollow both as a camper and as a counselor. So excited to hang out.
We're super excited to meet you guys on opening day.
Yes.
Yay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. All right, so the next thing, I want to just touch base on that first day. It can be a little overwhelming. You drive down our driveway. We're all super excited to see you. If you don't know anyone yet, please don't panic. You soon will. That's one of our main goals for the day, is that you will have 7 new friends in your cabin group, and you'll know them all very well by dinner. But the first thing we want you to do is stop at our drive. There's a tent along the driveway. Please stop there and get a cabin name tag. That name tag will have your name and your cabin name on it, so you'll know where you're going from there. Well, at least you know your cabin. We will help you and show you where to go from there. The next thing, after you've parked your car, please come and meet Megbo and Cam, who will be at the check-in table for Happy Hollow. Then you can meet your counselors. The counselors will come over, meet you, help you move in. I'll be around as well, so please feel free to say hi to me. Then we'll make sure that you're meeting all your new friends. So did I record this? Sorry. No, I did.
Recording.
I forgot. Sorry. So then you'll meet all your new friends. There's usually 8 campers in every cabin and 2 staff, so you'll get to know everyone very well. We'll help you move to your cabin. You'll have a little camp tour. This is for you parents or family, whoever's dropping your child off. It's really good for you to see camp a little bit, help your camper move in, meet the counselors, meet the division leaders. The division leaders will have what we call an info sheet for you to take home, which will have a lot of the information on how to check our photos, what your daughter's cabin name is, what the counselors' names are, when their trip dates are. So you'll have all that information to take home. So make sure you get that on opening day. Once you have made that transition to camp with your camper, please feel free to head on out, and then we'll start our program pretty much straight away. We'll do an opening campfire after dinner. That's a great time for us to introduce all the staff. There's 75 staff here for you to meet. So I want to make sure that we're saying hi and everyone knows everyone. So we then start our programming the very next day with some cabin times. So check-in dates. I think at this point, everyone has their check-in date. That's probably been on the calendar for a while. But the drop-off times is what I just want to emphasize. We start with Happy Hollow. We start with our oldest campers. So Happy Hollow starts at 3:15. So if you could arrive around 3:15, Please don't panic if that is a little challenging for you. We are very, very flexible. We know that there are other siblings, maybe even siblings at the Torch Lake site. We know that there's driving to be had. So gates open at 2. So if you do want to come a little bit off your time, please, no worries. We can certainly cater for that. So then also on opening day, we want you to visit our health center. Tess and Ainsley are our health officers this year. The health building is not far from where you'll meet the division leaders and check in. So we want you to go up there, meet with them. Any prescription medicine or over-the-counter medicine for that matter that you need while you're at camp needs to be stored and administered from the health center. So zip up there with them and check in and hand that information over. If there's anything in particular you would like us to know prior to your camper arriving, please make sure that you've completed that information on your health form and hit submit. We do read all those in preparation for your arrival. So any information that you feel we need to know, please share that with us in plenty of time. And then if anything happens medically, anything out of the ordinary that we feel we should do any outside, make an appointment with the doctor or a follow-up, we will let you know. I will not take a camper to a doctor without having you involved in the decision and updating you with what's happening along the way. So lots and lots of fun to have. There's lots of swimming, lots of arts and crafts. We've got lots of ceremonies, traditions, songs, campfires, very busy days and lots to do. I stop on this slide because the bottom photo where the girls are all dressed up, crazy busy with all sorts of different outfits. Please, as you're packing, make sure you add something crazy to wear. There's a number of times during the session where we do have events that require some crazy outfits. So be sure to pack something that you may not necessarily will wear through a daily routine outside of camp. Bring it to camp. So let's talk about the trips and the program. So the adventurers are finishing 3rd grade. Lots of fun at camp and lots of fun activities. Megbo, do you want to jump in and tell us a little bit more about the adventurer program and what their trip is?
Yeah, so Adventurers, it's our 2-week program, and their trip is actually on camp in a very secret location. It's at the Hammock Forest, where you overlook the entirety of our section of Lake Arbutus, and they'll spend the night in the hammocks. So after dinner, they get packed, we get ready to walk across camp over to the Hammock Forest, and you set up, we have bug nets, so don't worry about bugs, and you have a night and you have a fire. Then in the morning, you come on back to Flagpole where you announce your return, and everyone's super excited that you're back from your trip.
Awesome. So that's our first trip for our first and youngest campers. And then we go up to Trailblazers. And Megbo, I'm going to put you back on the spotlight to tell us about the Trailblazer trip.
Sweet. So Trailblazers go a little off camp. They go to the Boardman River, which our staff actually was just on a few days ago. And it's cleaned up, trees are out of the way. You're going to get to your campsite and you're going to canoe down the Boardman River. A staff member is in each canoe with lifeguards. And once you get to your campsite, you'll pull over, you'll set up your tents, make dinner, prep for the night, have our campfire, and go to bed. And then in the morning, we head back to camp, where again, you'll make your trip return, the big announcement at Flagpole where all of camp gets to cheer that you're all back.
And it may be a secret, I'm not sure, but s'mores, could that be something that's on the menu for both of those trips at this point?
Amanda, spoilers.
Sorry. All right, Pathfinders go to Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore. And Kim, do you want to tell us a little bit about the Dunes trip?
Yeah, sure. So the Dunes trip is a 2-night, kind of 3-day hiking trip for our Pathfinders. We go to the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore, which is beautiful. The kids will have the opportunity to visit like a local maritime museum, but also to do like the authentic dune hike, which there's 27 hills, and you go swimming in Lake Michigan, eat lunch, hike back. And there's also this cavernous bowl called Devil's Bowl, where the kids get to run around, up and down, and slide down the hills of sand. It's very fun.
And that's the picture on the right on your
Yes.
screen. So that's Devil's Bowl.
Awesome. Isn't that the spot where you go for the sunset?
Yeah, The sunset
Nice.
is beautiful. And then similarly, you come back and everyone cheers for you when the bus returns, and at flagpole, it's a big accomplishment.
Awesome. Surprise there for the Pathfinders on their trip too, right?
We can't give
Perhaps.
away all of
And
our
I won't share the secret. All right. That is a little different, so I won't share. All right. All right. The next thing we want to just touch base on is the packing lists. So they can be found on the website, and I'll show you how to find them in a minute. But please make sure and be sure to pack rain gear. It can rain out at the dunes. If the weather, well, actually it can rain anywhere at any time. There's nothing you can do about the weather. So please make sure you do have a rain jacket. Make sure it's a pretty sturdy one. They do need to be pretty waterproof. We do programming in the rain. If it's really torrentially downpouring, we don't. But if it's sprinkling a little bit this morning, we still did some work outside during staff training, and it was raining a little bit, but we still, still went about our day. So please make sure you have rain gear. Backpacks aren't necessary for this program. For the Pathfinders, we do suggest like a little school backpack for your gear to take off to Sleeping Bear Dunes. Trailblazers as well. If you have a little backpack, just a small one that you take to school would be perfect. Crazy clothes. I think I've already mentioned that. Make sure you bring something that's just crazy and fun to wear, that you may not necessarily wear outside of camp, but definitely bring something fun. We have several programming events that require some crazy clothes. So we also have a little chapel service. Our chapel service is on a Sunday. The oldest cabin in camp will be presenting the chapel service. We all wear white, so please pack just as close to white as you have. The chapel service, the presentation is really around the core values of the Y. So we talk about caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility, environmental stewardship, teamwork, and inclusion. And the oldest campers usually talk a little bit about their personal challenges or some of the things that they've done at camp, and just share those experiences with us. So chapel whites, we've been doing that for since the 60s. So it's a really neat little tradition that we have. And then if you want some fun for your cabin, so bring a stuffed animal if you like, maybe some photos of family or pets, just something to kind of put beside you so that you can show everybody all the fun, your life, but also just have that comfort from home too. So how to find our packing list. If you go to our website, on the front page, there's a parents resource tab right at the very top corner. If you see that, you can drop down and then pick out of these 6 boxes, and one of them is packing list. So please feel free to just take another look at that. We've spent some time updating that, so we have everyone with the gear that they need. If there's anything that you don't have or are struggling to purchase in time or have, please let us know. We do have a supply here that we can share with you, and you can return after your trip. So food service, we're very excited. We have a new food service director this year, and he is making some fantastic options. Lots of fruit and vegetables. We will have the salad bar at lunch and dinner again, as we have in the past. We want to make sure that we're catering for any challenging diets. So if you do have any dietary constraints, please let us know. That should be on the health form. So please make sure that you have hit submit on your health form so that we can update the kitchen and have everything that we need for your particular diet. But again, any additional information that you feel that we should know, please let me know ahead of time. You can email me if you like. So 2 weeks or 4 weeks, 2 weeks can feel like a long time, but we keep you super, super busy. And for families at home, no news is good news. So we will call you if we have to, if we feel that there's anything that we need to share with you or any support we need from you to help your camper have a successful trip or a successful camp experience. We will certainly not hesitate to call. But no news is good news. But you can email your camper. We're using Bunk One again. That information is on the website. You can log on. There's options for you to email in. So if you want to take those options, that is an extra payment. If you want to scroll down a little bit, there is a free photo gallery. So we're opting to share with you as many photos as we can on a daily basis. So check out the photos. The link is on the website. There is also this year an opportunity for campers to reply through bunk notes. They can't sit at a computer and type back. They can get a second sheet of paper that you would send with your bunk note. It's called a bunk reply. They write on that and then bring it to the office, and then our office manager will scan it and scan it to you. It'll come straight to your email. That is something that you want to talk to your camper about. We have briefed all our staff, so our staff know to look for them, especially the younger campers, and help facilitate that and get it to the office. But also just letters. If you want to encourage your camper to write to you, send self-stamp addressed envelopes so that you already have them ready to go, and all they have to do is write the letter and pop it in the mail. These division leaders too, they will also be giving you what we call progress reports. The progress reports will be at least 2 in a 2-week session. We try and get them maybe before the trip and after the trip. It'll just be more specific to your camper's program and cabin with what's happening at camp. So look out for emails from them in regards to that. So trip schedule, this information will be given to you at check-in. So please don't stress too much about this. Is our internal workings of every trip's coming and going. But Pathfinders leave very quickly out of the gate. So they arrive on Sunday. We have Monday to prep them and go through all their needs for the trip and get them ready, show them all about where they're going, what the itinerary will look like. We'll also pitch the tents so the kids know how to pitch them and care for them. And then they return on Thursday. Then you've got all that next week to do all the fun on-site activities. So that's a really fun, to do the trip first off, I think is a great way to get to know all your friends, do the trip, and then have that time at camp in the afternoon. Adventurers, the second week. Adventurers there on the 27th, here on the 10th for session 1B. And then Trailblazers are zipping off on the Sunday. So Sunday here for session 1A. And then Trailblazers on the 5th for 1B. Second session, very similar. Again, just know that you'll get this information at check-in, so you can take that home, so you'll know exactly when your camper is heading off on their trips. That's about it. Emma, sorry, it's not Emma, it's Happy Hollow Division at hayo-went-ha.org for the Happy Hollow Division. And that's Megvo and Cam. So at this point, Megvo and Cam, is there anything else you want to add? Anything that I missed? Anything extra to throw out there?
No, I think you crushed it. We're
Yeah.
excited to see you and answer any questions that you come with. Don't feel pressured to ask them just today. We're here for you guys on opening day as well.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice to meet everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Again, I hope everyone's excited. It is only 7 days here until session 1A starts. We currently have 75 staff here doing some staff training. Currently, a lot of our counselors are doing wilderness first aid, so they're doing that certification. We have had lifeguard training. We're doing our mental health training tomorrow. We've done lots of program activities, lots of getting camp ready. So we feel that we're very excited and very ready for you to come here in a very short time. So again, any questions, pop in the chat if you like, or feel free to email me and let me know. If you have any questions, we'll be seeing you soon.
We've got a question in the chat, Amanda.
Oh, awesome.
For drop off, pick up, boy and girl. You will be able to drop them off and pick them up on the same days. You're welcome to email if the timing doesn't work. We're happy to switch up the timing if we know it's an hour drive from Torch down to here. So you can pick them up and drop them off on the same day. That's great.
Awesome. Thank you. Great. All right. Well, we are excited. We hope that you all are as well. If this is your first camp experience for us, welcome. Welcome to the tradition of Arbutus Hayo-Went-Ha. We've been a camp for over 100 years. And then if you're returning, welcome back. We'll see you soon. Oh, bus, if you do have bus questions, please feel free to email me directly. And the Trailblazers, they do a canoe trip. So do you want to give quick, Trailblazers canoe trip. Do you want to talk about that,
Yes, so the
Kristen?
kids will be carrying sleeping bags. We will be dropping off their stuff and they will have sleeping bags. If you don't have one, we're happy to borrow one from our trip supply here. But please bring a sleeping bag if you do have one for your Trailblazer.
Yeah, and Pathfinders and adventurers. Everyone needs a sleeping bag if you have one. Well, great. I think if no one else has any questions, great. We're super excited to see you. Oh, it's funny. We still have a few questions. So I keep saying goodbye, but I'm still happy to answer questions. Sleeping pads, if you do have any, feel free to bring them. Both the Trailblazer and the Pathfinder trip, they don't necessarily have to go in their backpacks. We can just pop them in the trailer and take them down with all their other gear. So it's not like you're backpacking with them, if that makes sense. Yeah, and a IKEA bag to tote stuff around, that's a great idea. Those bags are amazing. Great. All right, everyone. See you at camp soon. Can't wait. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Mr. Wood.